I bet you can't do it like me. Can't see me when I get on the ground. Game on, it's about to go down. A juke can shake it all up. My moves make them run them up. I'm lit so you know what's up. I got the party going up. A champ with the crown is here. I'ma win anywhere. Hey, so shake it like you don't care. I shake it up everywhere. And I can bake cakes by the pound. Blow the whistle cause I love that sound. And we can just keep going round. I'm ready for another round. Go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touch down like that. Go ahead, touch down like that. Go ahead, touch down like that. Like what? Go ahead, touch down like that. Go ahead, touch down like that. Go ahead, touch down like that. Hey, hey, go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Like work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work the work the middle, 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 work the.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
I'm not going to be late.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. Right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now a first carry for their fullback.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in the playoffs. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Jalen Johnson up to make the tackle.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you can do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right, and he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Pilardi now on the punt as he sends this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They run, Montgomery. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he will have the Bears first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Dancing to his left. And that's off the mark. Incomplete.
Tagovailoa on the keeper. Incomplete on the throwaway. It's 3rd down and 10 yards.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Tua. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six. Panther touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Tackled at the 32-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
Now Tua. Tua hit, and the ball is out. And it's picked up by the Panthers.
Let's go. That's that pressure. That's that pressure.
And a touchdown for the Panthers.
Joey Slide.
So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt.
Let's go.
For the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
They always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that'll make the score 14-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Second and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Looking to pass. Tua. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Complete to
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
He's going to float this one deep right side. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
The Panthers take over first.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. First and 10. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. They'll look to throw. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. This is McCaffrey. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go.
What the crap?
And this is picked up by the
What the
Bears.
crap? Thank
and
you.
These guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Thank
so they will
you.
accept the penalty and move forward. They'll look to throw now on first down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Pick and choose, baby. You gotta pick and choose. Come on now.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Bears nothing.
On first down, this is McCaffrey.
What the? How did he grab me?
Down at about the 42. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's McCaffrey.
2-yard line.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Unnecessary.
A little too much extracurricular there.
What the crap?
In a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10.
The pass.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
It's a gain of 7.
It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down. McCaffrey. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
On the handoff. Roquan Smith in on the tackle. A 2-yard pickup.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a short return to the 6-yard.
What? Okay. Apparently he was 99 more, right? What the fuck?
Line. Fumble on the play. Recovered by Chicago.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now Montgomery, and that'll hurt the
Box.
average a bit as
It's
this time
boxed.
they're able to get him behind the line.
Yeah, keep doing it. It's
2nd
boxed.
and 11.
What do you think, Brandon? I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Now it's the backup Winston. Escaping the pressure right. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And down to the 27-yard line.
Had
The
to know.
extra effort
Dang it.
after the
I mean,
catch
that.
makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And this is incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Working out of the gun, Winston. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the 1st half.
Going quickly out wide to Moore. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play. 5 yards on the catch there.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
And they'll set up to throw. They'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
At the 46-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
On second down, McCaffrey. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Is out of bounds inside the 30.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now a run with McCaffrey. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 2.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Back to throw here. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Bears will get the football back. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. From the gun, Winston. And he's going to go down. Back in his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on second and long. Winston. That is caught by Cohen. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Taken right around the 44. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 40.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Final play of the half here. Winston. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. But gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They're already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Third quarter starting with a run from Montgomery. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
On 2nd and 12, Winston. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. He's got daylight. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Panthers 21, Bears nothing.
And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A gain of 13. It's a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the second.
It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Winston into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
On the ground, McCaffrey. Pushing his way through, and they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 22.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey, and he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line.
Tackled at the 25.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
On the play.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. Shrugs off another, and what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. If they needed a break, they needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Jeremy Chin there defensively. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down, stopped at the Panthers' 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 6. And the Bears' 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. Winston is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears.
Chicago.
Punching it in from a yard away. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Roquan Smith in on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
1st down, here's the run with Montgomery. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Ball carrier. He was brought down at the 28-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Montgomery. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery, 28 yards. And the Bears turn that interception into a touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. His throw incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll run with McCaffrey. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
56. 56. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
They'll drop the throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
And they'll need the 39 here for a 1st. This is 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down.
It's now 4th.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he will have first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Just a game. They'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And he rifles one incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Fighting through. Flush to his right. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's going to ball his way in for a Panther score. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started.
First down, Winston. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he'll get this one up to the 26. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Winston. And that is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
It's 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. And Winston lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they'll be inside the red zone with the ball at the 16-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage.
Hello?
In the fourth, they needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Hello? You crying?
Line of
Are you
scrimmage
crying?
to 15. It's 1st and 10.
Are you lying?
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup
What's
of
wrong?
9 yards on first down. First down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Pick up a 2. Brings up 2nd and
That
goal.
one looks like he'll throw here. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Slide for the PAT.
For the point after.
And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Panthers 34, Bears 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this fourth quarter. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Working out of the gun, Winston. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Trey Boston. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. This is McCaffrey. It's a pick.
Just like your daddy has to accept the fact that your mama came along, that you know your mama came with some shit.
Mm-hmm.
And in cases like that, we just wanted publicity and privacy, and that is what we are. We don't want to feel like that, but you know.
Miss, what do you think you should do with this? I had a pretty messed up relationship with my dad up until I was probably like 16. And still, it's not the best. And I hate the fact that kids are gotta grow up without her. Because no girl should have to grow up without their daddy. And I used to hate the fact that mama and daddy were never married. Because it's like every girl, because I know she got attached to her.
I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. More action and no talk, I went quiet on it. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it.
I don't be with me so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the go place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready to told y'all that you better be running? I'm in my go yard when I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck ass, y'all in denial. I get the chip on him and I bust out the south side. Is that big of the guy? Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, body, young.
Hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. More action and no talk, I went quiet on it. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it.
Hey, couple of bands up in my pocket. I don't want pussy and wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse build to reach heaven's heights. Nah, that's what you call a God complex.
Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket.
Look at the flex. Whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess. It's all a finesse. Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, body, young.
Hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. More action and no talk, I went quiet.
dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ayy, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ayy, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ayy, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ayy, turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Can I get the dash? Can I catch me, bro? Ooh, can I get the dash? Can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the courts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating around here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ayy, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ayy, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah, can I hit that? Okay, yeah, yeah, can I hit that? Sorry, like you know. Yeah, yeah, can I hit that? Okay, yeah, yeah, can I hit that? Yeah, the Star is born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Only winning is exception on my crew. Yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ayy, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ayy, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah, can I hit that? Okay, yeah, yeah, can I hit that? Sorry, like you know. Okay, yeah, yeah, can I hit that? Okay, yeah, yeah, can I hit that?
Flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
Flag on the play.
Hold up.
That's a flag on the play. Let's go.
Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake.
Let's go.
I just took off with that rock, just like Tyreek Hill. I just count 100 racks, that's a whole field. He don't want no championship, get him out of here. I just got a set, like I run up in the backfield. I just got a set, like I ran up on a quarterback. Shake and bake, make a play just like a quarterback. We ain't worrying about no formers, we ain't staying there. Running off the block, yeah, I'm something like a linebacker. I got juice like a Fanta, how you like it?
How you like it?
I'm on purple, I'm on yellow, like a Viking.
Like a Viking.
All these plays that I'm catching, I done gone crazy. I do my thing, 6 range, just like Tom Brady. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake.
Let's go.
I'm in the field like a Panther, I done up the standards. Like Michael V in Atlanta when it's time to scramble. Net full of water, call me Black Bridgewater. Lamar Jackson, how I throw them Ravens across the border.
Hold up. You know I'm a touchdown with the sack. Run up the hole like a running back on the play. Intercept the pack like a safety. You boys ain't shake the play. That's a flag on the play. Let's go.
Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't
T-Rag got me.
Hit boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting nothing back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay, look, sometimes you need the faith, sometimes you need to know your worth, sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but in front of bait. You can't negotiate with Drake, you gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage, the mainframe, loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a fool. Oh. Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be great at all times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than the speeding bullet. No, it's cool, it's cool. Don't play with it, baby. Say so what you gon' do with it? Stop playing with it. If you gon' do it, don't play with it, baby. Exactly. You ain't built like that.
Proud wish I was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bow down one. 6 months saying I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Chicago Bears and the Carolina Panthers.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And this carries into the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
38-yard line.
What we got?
Second and 11. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
Good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
22 more yards.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Panthers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. McCaffrey. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Joey Sly on now for the Panthers. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping.
4-yard attempt.
Oh, that is a complete shank. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game. So from nothing less there than chip shot distance, a tough miss from the right hash mark.
Well, this is just a wobbler. I mean, he knows he's got to get it going left, but that was right all the way.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice game.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
That's out to the left, flat and complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. Now, these are not going to be easy on a cold, snowy night, but this one is up and through.
The score, Panthers 7, Bears nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. In the wild card win last week, he had just 2 catches, and now he's got his first one here.
First down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Play action. Now it's Tua. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. That's gonna be knocked away and incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
He was covered by Dante Jackson.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He's going to let it go again. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Jeremy Chin.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Panthers 7, Bears nothing.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
6-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well.
36-yard line.
Here's McCaffrey. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Now back to throw. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, 50 yards. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Sly on for the extra point. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. The Bears, they'll run on first down. It's Montgomery, and he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
He was
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 35-yard line.
From the gun, it's Tua. Incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
Third down and 5 yards to go.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half. And this is going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
Eddie Pinheiro.
Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards to pick up there.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
The ball carrier.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he finds a man on the crossing route. Touchdown, Carolina! A big play there. 48 yards. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
If you know about the carport, the trapdoor's supposed to be awkward. If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
So with a missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. Looking to pass. Tua escaping the pressure right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Now a run with McCaffrey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll set up a throw. That's complete right around the 8. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook, but even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. An incredibly short kick fielded. Now a hit and a loose football.
A fumble on the play. Recovered by the Panthers.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Third quarter starting with a run from Montgomery. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
First down, Chicago.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Ball carrier.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Tua, fast pass outside, complete. And oh, he coughed it up, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. And this part of the game's been an adventure thus far, but this one is good.
Panthers 32, Bears 7.
If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly...
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 38. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Good.
first possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Rip left, rip left. Hey, 25's the mic. We're going 25's the mic. I got you. I got you.
On the ground, McCaffrey. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
Let's go, let's go. On the ball.
Back to throw. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones.
10 at the 21-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Khalil Mack. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Second and long. Caught Eifert over the middle. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. An excellent pickup of 20-yard
line.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a third one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Montgomery. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 12-yard line.
And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. And that'll set them back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Tua sets up to pass it. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and that'll bring up second down. On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket, and he fires one incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for, and it's third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Pulls it in at the 13. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And this is caught at the 20.
Tunga Vailoa's
a huge play there for Chicago. 51 yards.
51-yard gain. And the Bears first down.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Intended for Tariq.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And that will be incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it, and the Panthers will get the football back. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll run with McCaffrey. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
He was taken down by Kyle Fuller.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to keep it here. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
At the 19-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Khalil Mack, his second sack of the night.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete.
Third down.
He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even
for
know why
them?
they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field.
First and goal, Chicago.
Tua going to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kamale Correa, able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Here's Tua. Flush to his right. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Bears are able to make things a bit more respectable. And now they're going to fake it. This will be caught at about the 6. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole, as they'll remain down by a bundle. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. Well, and if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
At the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. Let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Dante Jackson picks it, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
Tonight's final score, Panthers.
The Panthers season will press on as we say so long, everybody.